A very good afternoon from the sports desk. The second test between the Springboks and Wales is taking place in Bloemfontein today. This after the hosts emerged 32-29 victors in what was a hard-fought battle at Loftus in the first match last weekend. Springbok coach Jacques Nienaber has made wholesale changes to his team, with Henry Pollard becoming the 64th Springbok captain. 42,000 spectators are expected to pack Toyota Stadium to watch the world champions as they seek a series-winning victory, while the Welsh are still chasing their maiden test victory over the Boks on South African soil and, of course, to level this series. Out there at Toyota Stadium is our reporter Percival Young. He joins us now. Very good afternoon to you, Percy. Talk to us about the atmosphere. I mean, a lot being said about how, you know, this team that's facing the Welsh today is a B team of some sort, and Henry Pollard saying you need to show these boys all the respect because they are still the world champions. How are the guys that are going to be attending the match feeling?
Yes, good afternoon, Morena Motipo. Coming to you live here from Bloemfontein, the city of roses. I can tell you the excitement is building ahead of that big clash between the world champions and the Welsh side here. It's the second test match here in Bloemfontein at the Toyota Stadium. And I can tell you, Morena, the fans are trickling in. Like you rightfully said, 42,000 fans expected at this venue today. But Morena, if you just take a look around you, the fans came in their droves today. In fact, without wasting any time, let's go and speak to some of the fans here, especially the Springbok fans. I've been speaking to some of the fans out here, and they were speaking a big game. In fact, this gentleman right over here, he was telling me there's no other team who's about to win the match here today. So just briefly, Springboks versus the Wales today. Who's your money on today?
The Springboks. No other choice. There's only one, and that's the Springboks.
Springboks won that match very narrowly at Loftus. Do they think with this team that Jacques Nienaber selected this time around, they can pull it through this time?
No, definitely. They just mustn't put us under pressure in the first half like last game, but I think we're going to pull it through.
Well, I can tell you, Morena, Henry Pollard said the team that Jacques Nienaber has selected is a team that must be able to win matches. They must be able to deal with the pressure. Let's speak to some of the more other fans. This gentleman has an opinion. Your thoughts on the match this afternoon? Springboks versus Wales. Henry Pollard versus Dan Bigger.
There's no question. Bokke, Henry Pollard. I mean, I'm looking forward to the game. The guys in the team today has a thing to prove that they deserve to be there, and the criticism levied against them by certain people during the week is unfounded.
The fans have their opinions. Morena, I can tell you, I've been informed by the administrators over here that more tickets have been made available here, and more people are arriving here at the Toyota. More people are arriving here at the Toyota Stadium. 42,000 people, like I mentioned, are expected at this venue here. It's the second test match between the Springboks and Wales. Dan Bigger said they are out to prove a point against the world champions today, but the Welsh side said they are out to make history here today. And I've been struggling to find some Welsh fans, and I finally managed to find a table full of Welsh supporters. They have come out in their droves today. Let's just hear what they've got to say. Wales are out to prove a point today. What are you hoping? What do you think is going to happen here today?
Well, we're hoping that the South African team won't gel. Some new caps in there. I think there's some inexperience in there. Hopefully we'll exploit them on the flanks and we'll just edge it, you know, and a bit more game management than what we had last week. So hopefully, anyway, we can do it today.
Tell me, Badu, when exactly did you guys arrive in Bloemfontein, and what have you guys been doing here in the city?
Okay, so we arrived only 2 days ago. We're lucky enough to stay with the South African legend, Andre Venter, who's been absolutely fantastic with us. Him and his wife and his team have been looking after us, so we've been just enjoying the city and the great welcome that the South African people have given us, and it's been fantastic, I've got to say.
Morena, just lastly, some of the Springbok fans mixing with the Welsh. I don't know what exactly is happening here. It seems like there's French sportsmanship, like the one lady is saying, ahead of the match. What do you think as a Springbok supporter, what's going to happen this afternoon?
I think we're going to beat them again. I hope so. No, but it's nice to welcome them to our country and have some sportsmanship before the game.
Well, Morena, there you have it. Excitement is building ahead of that massive clash here. The second test match between the Springboks and Wales today. It is a massive clash. For the Springboks, they are hoping to make it 2-0 in the series of 3 matches. But Wales are hoping to make it 1-1. We'll have to wait and see. The match is set to kick off at around about 5:05 this afternoon. More fans trickling in, as you can see. The fans are coming in their numbers. And hopefully we'll see a full house come this afternoon. But Morena, I'm getting excited. It's goosebumps. It's a massive clash here. The Springbok fans in their numbers, as you can see, young and old, they are excited ahead of that match. But for now, Morena, I'm going to have to hand back to you in studio.
Percy, I'm going to need you to just calm down on the excitement. You've even got Heidi Jokas here just laughing at you because she genuinely can't understand how it is you are so excited when you're the man who's on the job. You sound a little more excited, in fact, than the South African fans. But it's understandable because, you know, we are the Springboks. We are the world champions. When our boys go onto the field and take on any team, you just get pumped up. You get those goosebumps. So we can understand. But we still are going to be chatting to you in the next hour. So I'm going to ask you to not lose your voice. Tone that excitement down just a bit, and of course you can get excited once again as soon as the match gets underway at about 5 o'clock. But that's where we're going to leave it with you for now. Percy, that is our reporter, Percival Young. I mean, guys, I don't even have to say it. You could see it and hear it for yourselves. He too is excited about what's set to happen, because if South Africa do win today's match, we've essentially sealed the series with a game to spare. But of course, if the Welsh manage to get that victory, it's history for them as a country, as a rugby playing nation. They're going to be beating South Africa for the very first time on South African soil. So all that excitement you're seeing at Toyota Stadium, the excitement you're hearing in Percival Young's voice, it's definitely understandable.